And it's been a hot minute since I've been on here live. Holy cow. A little bit too long, I think. Huh? Yeah, it's on. Well, it's on right now. But I scheduled it as a live, and it supposedly was counting down somewhere. But, like, I used the link that it told me to use. I don't know. Anyways, I'm live. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna do, we'll find out if people start, because there were people that were gonna join me when I posted it. So we'll find out if people, can you go to mine and see if it pops up? I don't know. I've never done the scheduled live thing where it counted down for me. So anyways, welcome. Hi, my name's Michelle. Welcome to Williamson Wellness. Today we are going to create homemade granola. So, and in my thought process, I would have had, well, no, it wasn't going to be like pre-done. Are you my one viewer? Is it?
It's on.
It's on? Okay. Well, then people can find me if they are looking for me. Did you undo your one? Okay. Okay, so welcome. Homemade granola. I told you in the, on my Facebook page, I gave you we would need 3 to 4 cups of oats. And then I said oil. I said that correctly. My family makes fun of me because I like to say oil. So I said it correctly. Nice job. So roughly 3 to 4 cups of oats. And you want to use typically the old-fashioned oats, the ones that are not the quick ones, tend to do a little bit better. Anyways, so old-fashioned oats, you can even use the gluten-free, but I have only, and this just could be me, I only have in my cabinet the gluten-free, that's the 1 minute, the quick oats, and then I have the old-fashioned regular oats that are not gluten-free, but I have more here. So we're gonna mix this. Hi, Miss Debbie. We're gonna mix this together, and then I'm going to, then it's gonna be required to bake. So it's not gonna be something where I'm gonna have the magic of kitchen, the magic of TV show, and I'm not gonna magically pull one out that's already done. So I apologize for that. Just come back later. It just means you get to come back to my page and check out what it looks like later. So anyways, okay, so I said oats, raw nuts or seeds, salt, and then cinnamon is what one of the recipes calls for. You could also do like a pumpkin spice if you wanted to go that route. Anyways, kind of depends on the dried fruit that you have. And then syrup or honey, depending on what kind of sweetener you want to use. And I've even heard of some people using, I know you can add brown sugar, but it depends on how much sugar you want to kind of add into it and what's your kind of fave, all right? So maple syrup or honey, brown sugar, somewhere in there. The beautiful part about being able to do this at home, making it at home, means that you get to control how much sugar is actually in it versus if you were to buy the granola from the store in a box. Then you have vanilla, dried fruit, and then optional mix-ins like, I didn't say this, but optional mix-ins like chocolate chips, things like that. Here's the thing that you want to make sure you don't do. Don't put the chocolate chips in before you bake the granola because yeah, they melt. So add those in after it's cooled, quite kind of towards the end of the cooling process so they don't just become chocolate chips in the midst of the granola, but actually infused in it. But don't do it too early or they will melt. So, all right, so what I'm gonna use in mine, I'm gonna do two different ones. And so I'm gonna use raisins, because I like raisins. But then I also picked up these tart cherries. Those look amazing. I love cherries. And then I have a variety of spices. I have cinnamon, I have vanilla, salt, and if you don't know, Himalayan salt's pretty amazing. The pink salt, it's pretty amazing. I am not using garlic powder, although I accidentally grabbed this. Don't use garlic powder. Christy Dippin' I made it. Oh, hi, babe. Okay, ginger, cloves, y'all ground. I have whole cloves, but I don't feel like muddling them out. And then nutmeg. So I grabbed just a variety of spices out of my cabinet. There really is no right or wrong in this. It's really the beauty of making it at home is that you get to put the spices that you like. And let's see, and I'm gonna use olive oil, and I'm gonna use honey, and I'm gonna go pull my seeds out. I didn't pull my seeds out. Okay. Oh, and then a gal this morning gave me the advice, so I've never done this before. Like I've made granola, but I've never done this one before. This gal gave me the advice of adding an egg to the granola. So we add egg. Nikki, my oldest, she found a recipe to do egg in oatmeal. Like at the end of the oatmeal, you put the egg in or the egg white in. And so it cooks from the heat of the oatmeal. Yeah, but I've actually added a whole egg because I like the yolk. So there you go. So anyways, I add egg into my oatmeal because it adds more protein. Personally, I use the whole egg, so therefore I add a little bit more fat from that regard. And it kind of allows the balance of macros to be a little bit more evenly distributed versus more on the carbohydrate oatmeal side. So, wait, let me get this going so that we can roll this through. All right. Oh, and then I did actually go ahead and I pulled a recipe that has the egg in it, the egg white in it. But again, I've never made it this way, so we'll see as I do this. I didn't pull it earlier. All right. Hold on. Gotta wash my hands. Ooh, that got bright right there. Gets bright in my kitchen. Okay. So I'm gonna do the one. I'm gonna add the egg. Let's try it. Okay. So you're gonna do dry ingredients and then you're gonna do wet ingredients, okay? So 4 cups of oatmeal. And again, if you're gluten-free or if you're looking for gluten-free, don't forget that you can pull gluten-free oats as well, okay? Again, this is not the magic of television. You guys get to watch it all the way from the beginning. So if you want to come back later, you can. 1, 2, I'm not going to film all the way through the baking process, y'all. It's like 45 minutes. It's going to take me a wee bit to get it all done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of oops. Oh, and then my seeds. Boom. Oh, I found daddy's anchovies. I know. I'm not putting those in either. Yep. Oh, good. Just what I wanted right in front. Just what I wanted right in front of my cabinet. Okay, so these are sunflower seeds. And yes, we like a lot of seeds in my family, so thing. Little tidbit, if you are wanting and would like an extra little snack kind of thing, if you take different seeds and put them in a baggie and throw some, you can just throw the seeds and dried fruit and chocolate, whatever, in a baggie. There's a snack. And pumpkin seeds. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna add 1.5 cups. Oh, and then I also have pecan pieces. So I'm gonna mix this, and I'm gonna put about 3/4-ish cup, maybe a full cup, because I like pecans. A little more, because I like pecans. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of rose seeds. So a little bit of sunflower and a little bit of the pumpkin. And you'll get to see this isn't very difficult to do. It's really just about having all of your stuff. So,
Die.
really, I'm on live.
Hi.
Okay. So about a cup or so? All right. I'm gonna bring you down. Take a look. That's it. Kind of looks like granola already, right? I don't know if I'm gonna put you back even. Okay, so that's your dry. This is gonna be the wet. And, oh, and then the spices. So let's do, it's roughly a teaspoon or so of total of your spices. I like a little more cinnamon. I like a little more vanilla. So I'm gonna err on the side of those. Cinnamon, salt. Just gonna. Going with that pumpkin kind of thing. So we're gonna do a little bit of nutmeg. About a 1/4 teaspoon. About the same with ginger. And ground cloves. Christy Diffin never said hi, Mark.
Hi, Brittany.
He says hi, Christy. A little bit of ground cloves. And again, I like cinnamon, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Just 4 cups of oatmeal. That's a lot. Okay. Oil. And the wet. The oil, the honey. So the fat helps it kind of hold it together. You can use coconut oil. You can use, oh, I did it. Sorry. You can use coconut oil. Sorry. Coconut oil. Olive oil. Ghee. The clarified butter. Roughly about a 1/2 cup. Okay. And then finish that 1/2 cup off with, I'm gonna put honey in. But again, you could do maple syrup as well. And if you hear my puppy in the background, and if anybody would come like to throw a few tennis balls for her, she would love it. Okay. So that's a little more than a 1/2 cup, I think, but it'll do. Cool beans. Vanilla extract. Y'all, good vanilla, it's worth its weight. Buy good vanilla. Cheap vanilla extracts. Ugh. Buy the good stuff. Spend some money on that. Save money on other things. Like granola. I didn't buy expensive granola. Or oats. So So this one is the vanilla from the Simply Organic. I don't know where this one is from. Big Bakers. But I really love the Trader Joe's one. It's my
Is
favorite.
that a full bottle?
Yep.
It's from Target.
Target. Nikki says it's from Target. So the recipe is a teaspoon. So I do a teaspoon a little bit more because I like vanilla. And then I'm gonna add the egg white. We're gonna try it. And y'all don't need to watch me crack an egg. Liquid egg white. Try it. Okay, so the egg whites are separate to the side. So we can fluff them. Then we add everything together. And then we bake it. So at that point, y'all can just enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tonight. So 2 egg whites is what it calls for. I think 1 egg white. Three tablespoons. Yep. So 1 egg white is 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oven 300 degrees. All right. So now we're just gonna whisk. Y'all, egg whites, whisking egg whites. If you've never whisked egg whites by hand, you'll know why back in the day when we didn't have electronic appliances, we didn't need to exercise as much. If you make everything by hand, no electronic devices at your hands, like making bread and kneading it and not using a mixer to knead it, or even a bread machine if you have a bread machine, right? You remember when bread machines were a thing? Some of you probably still have bread machines. I don't have a bread machine. Okay, so all I'm looking for them is to be foamy. So I think I got them foamy. That didn't take long. And I had, there you go. I think they're foamy. That works. Okay. And then I lost my egg beater. Okay. So you mix the wet into the dry. Huh? That sounds funny. Should make Mark come over here and do this. Mixing the wet ingredients. I'm kidding. I can do it.
I'll eat it.
You'll eat my granola?
No.
Did you just say no?
Too many carbs.
You're awful.
Am I?
Don't even. 21-year-old just said gross. All right. So all you do is mix. Oh my God. I wish you could have smell-o-vision. smells so good. Okay, so when you're all done, so I just turned my oven on to 300 degrees. Some recipes call for a little higher, 300, a little longer, a little higher, 350, and it's a little shorter. But you need to make sure that you turn your timer on. So if it's 350, it's roughly about 25-ish, 20 to 25 minutes. But I wouldn't turn my timer on for 25 minutes. I'd actually turn it on for 10 and get in and kind of crunch it around on the pan. If you're 45 or 35, 45, again, cut that in half. If you're at that 300 degrees Fahrenheit, cut it in half. So I put my timer on for about 18 minutes, 18 to 20. There's nothing saying that by checking it early, you're gonna do. It's not a cake. If you open it and close the door and you accidentally slam the door, it's not gonna fall. So check it and keep checking it so you don't burn it, because it's a lot, and that would be sad to burn all of this. Okay, so you can store it for 1 to 2 weeks when it's all done. You can store it for 1 to 2 weeks, or you can even freeze granola for up to 3 months. So just FYI. And then if you do have like dried fruit in it, then the dried fruit can be frozen as well, like in it, it's fine. But watch that you get the dried fruit all the way thawed, all right? And then after it's cooled, or towards the end of the cooling process, that's when you can add in your different fruits or your different mix-ins. We'll make sure that Mark likes it too.
Yes.
All right, now we're gonna try it. I'm gonna add an egg white. It's fluffy. You guys ever get in that zone when you're cooking that you just kind of turn off everything else around you? That's gonna be me tonight. I'm making butternut squash soup. Just so you know, I'm making butternut squash curry soup. And it's gonna go, I'm making a new ebook. I'm setting up an ebook with 10 fall recipes in it. This is one of them. You got to watch one of them. And then we'll be making our way through about 9 other ones. And if you want information about that ebook, let me know, okay? So I'm working my way through them. All right, I wish you could smell this. Okay, so oats, nuts or seeds, all the spices. There went my oven.
Open the door and shut the music off.
I like the music. All right. And in full Pampered Chef style, if you don't have this pan, this one's a newer pan for me. I've had about 3 of these over the years. It has a tendency, sorry any of my Pampered Chef consultants, I used to sell, so I understand, but this one has a tendency to crack. This is the bar pan, the stoneware bar pan. Like I said, I've been through about 3 of these. These have a tendency to crack, I think just because of the nature of the sides. Well, I don't really know. That's an assumption. Anyways, so mine's not as seasoned as my stone. No, well, my round stone. That one's really pretty. Okay, I'm not going to put parchment paper down. I'm actually going to put butter. Since I'm on a stone, I'm actually going to take butter and put butter on the pan. Almost there. That's it. That'll help to crisp it up as well. Okay, so I'm gonna link in, or on my page, I'm not gonna link. On my page, I'm gonna throw the recipes down that I used and the process that I used. And I'll have that up tonight. And then, so you can go out and make some. If you're looking for something fun something different to hand out for holiday treats, all you gotta do is get this done and then buy some of those ball jars and divvy it out and hand it out with, if you wanted to get extra special, you could, bless you, you could put it with like granola and then go ahead and maybe take a vanilla. If you're gonna give it to them straight away, like a container of vanilla ice cream, that's a nice little treat during the Christmas season. If you want to be even healthier, you want to give the hint of healthiness, Greek yogurt, I mean, nothing says you can't. All right, here you go. In the pan it goes. See, that wasn't that hard, right? And like I said, tonight I'll post pictures of it. Maybe even a quick little video of us eating it. That's it. Just gonna press this out in the pan. And then we'll turn, put it in. I am doing the 300 degrees again, because I have the stone, I wanted to kind of allow it a little bit more time, not on higher heat. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm gonna post this video and then the subsequent videos onto my YouTube channel. So if you need information on how to link into that, let me know, but I will link from this one. And like I said, I'm gonna add some cherries into a part of it. I'm gonna add some raisins into part of it, and I'll probably throw some good old dark chocolate chips in there as well. And it will be delicious. All right. Cheers. Let me know if you have questions. Otherwise, I will chat with you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for coming in.